Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in Foxborough. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Caleb going to throw right away. Throw out wide to Walker. Will wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2, and it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Williams. That's caught. It's Samuel Porter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
What is that?
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the gun, it's Walker. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3rd and 5.
Vegas! What is it? Hold on!
Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now, up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Milton now to throw. Down the field, he's got one. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Panther 60. Go.
Here's Milton. That's to Ward, his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found, and one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Milton. And that is caught. touchdown, Miami. Nico Collins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Patriots 3. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Walker now on 1st and 10. Try! And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Pats are once again back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7.
Patriots 10, Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might... rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Dolphins 7. Harrison Butker.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Milton. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's got Smith here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
What is up? Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Level. Touchdown.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. That's to the tight end, Laporta. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
To throw once more, here's Williams. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That's good for a Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 22.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down and 6 now. To the air, Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Williams. He completes this to Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The solid stiff arm. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And his throw here is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. To throw is Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
19 tight, 19, 18. Go street. Sixty Maverick. Ready.
To throw, it's Milton. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short.
Cup 10 to 60.
Throwing is Milton. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Butker is set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think into halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 10.
Off play action. Milton. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Milton. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on the field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Williams from the gun on third down. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
17. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kenneth Walker, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they'll be faced first with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 7.
Looking to throw. Milton. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
First down, Dolphins.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Deputy! Bronco lead! 19 tight! 19 tight!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal! Let's go!
Back to throw again. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Pats are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
What is it on?
Throwing is Williams. This is Smith with the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender. The shot.
And it's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Christian Watson from 13 yards out. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here we go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 4. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Come on, come on. 70 rings. 60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
Here's Milton now to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Christian Watson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Patriots look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Good return up past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
1st down, Dolphins.
On the jump. Ready? 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Here's Milton. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Milton.
Loose inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any self-completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now Milton.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. '70 Ranger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Down the field, he's got one. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ready? Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
157 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throw out wide to Walker. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
To throw, Williams.
That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Charles